Think of one of those giant apparitions, that loomed large in the Ghostbuster movies. You know, I'm talking about those 10-story demons that finally required the ultimate in pest control. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. Even Ghostbusters couldn't help the Warriors right now, the Golden State Warriors. Looming over their season, looming over these finals, is a 7-foot, maybe 7-story tall ghost of a man who, you'll remember, once upon a time was the finals MVP for these Warriors in 2017 and 2018. That's the man who saved the Warriors from LeBron James. That's the man who covered all of Steph Curry's unclutched flaws and who actually turned him into a bogus candidate, as I'm hearing now, for all-time top 10 ranking. Baloney. That man, of course, is Kevin Durant. I have been extremely hard on my man KD. That was after he let the Celtics bully him into no-moss submission, 4-game sweep in the first round. But now, when it comes to what he has meant to these Warriors, what he did mean to these Warriors in the past, I'm going to have KD's back, and I'm going to bang his drum loudly. He deserves 1,000% of the credit for saving and making these Warriors what they are today. Deep down, trust me on this, the Warriors know that. That's why he's haunting their psyches all through these finals. That's why Draymond Green, the team spokesman, keeps bringing up Kevin Durant in order to cut down his value in the past to these Warriors. Draymond went so far as to say Steph, when KD was his teammate, was double-teamed 7 times more than KD ever was. And KD fired right back on Twitter. From my view, that's 100% false. Go, KD, go. Do not let these Warriors discredit what you did for them, which was epically monumental. Let's look more closely, shall we? Here's what really happened. 2015, LeBron obviously lost Kevin Love to injury before those finals against these Warriors. Then he lost Kyrie in overtime to injury of Game 1. And all of a sudden it was LeBron and Deli, as in Matthew Dellavedova, against the Warriors of MVP Steph and Clay and obviously Draymond. Heck, I'll throw Iguodala in there because I'm about to get to him. Yet LeBron James played what I have called the greatest 3 straight games of his career. I've never seen anything like that LeBron in those 3 games. And all of a sudden, Cleveland's up 2-1 with Game 4 in the King's Palace in Cleveland. And Steve Kerr made the most brilliant strategic move in the history of the NBA Finals as I know them. In that Game 4, he inserted, as you know, Andre Iguodala into the starting lineup to not only guard LeBron, but to make LeBron work a little harder on the defensive end. And did that ever work? Iggy flipped that final script right on its head. Not Steph, but Iggy. And as you know, Warriors immediately won 3 straight to close it out in 6. And Iggy, very rightfully so, was the MVP. Not Steph, Iggy. And here we came, 2016. Now these Warriors were the 73-win Warriors, most wins ever in NBA regular season history. And there they went, up 3-1 on LeBron and Kyrie and Kevin Love in the finals. And there went the Warriors' guts and glue. There went Draymond, suspended for Game 5, for getting into it with LeBron, for loudly calling LeBron the B word. I'll just say it, the B word. Called him a B so loudly that it could be heard about 3 rows up into the stands, then went down and got tangled up with LeBron. and managed to kick LeBron in the midsection, just as he had kicked others in the midsection in previous playoff games. And enough was enough. And even though I did not agree with suspending a starter and a key cog for a finals team for a finals game, there he went. And there went Steph Curry. Second greatest finals meltdown I have witnessed this side of LeBron, 2011 with the Heatles versus Dallas, up 2-1. Those were games 4, 5, and 6, was that frozen one, LeBron, the chosen one turned frozen one. That's the all-time meltdown, but this was close. This was games 5, 6, and 7. You want to talk about shockingly off target for the greatest shooter ever? He shot 37% from the floor in those 3 games. In the fourth quarter of those 3 games, only 25% from 3 was Steph Curry. Game 7 in his house. Remember, 2 of the last 3 games in his house. Got to close the deal if you're that guy, if you're going to be all-time top 10. Steph Curry shot 6 of 19 in Game 7 in his house. 4 of 14 from 3. Fourth quarter, 1 of 6 from the floor and 1 of 5 from 3. Last 6:05 of the game. Final 6 minutes and 5 seconds. Steph Curry missed all 4 of his shots. And LeBron and company stole a championship they had no business winning. LeBron said, "Thank you, Steph Curry." Back-to-back MVP. That's when I first started to wonder, was the greatest shooter born with a clutch gene? I'm not sure about that. He revolutionized the game in the regular season. He was a blast to watch, inventing the logo 3 in the regular season. But when it really counted, nightmare. I hope you enjoyed that video. You ready for more? Make sure you click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from The Skip Bayless Show. And don't forget to check out the full episode of the show wherever you get your podcasts by clicking the link in the description.